everyone, this is Law, and here's another hero guide video, where this time we'll be doing Bossk. Because Bossk is such a difficult hero for people to use, like I used to struggle using him because his Rovi is really hard to aim with. I'll do a hero guide based on his abilities since they're really easy to use. But it's hard to aim with a Rovi unless you're good with a Vanguard. So without further ado, let's begin. Let's start off with Bossk's movements and capabilities. So Bossk starts off with 600 health, which is kind of on the shorter side of things, but he has the highest health regeneration in the game with 600. So he can go down to 1 health and be able to regenerate it all. His weapon is his Rovi V10, which is one of those overpowered weapons in the first game, but not as powerful. But the cool thing about his weapon is that it could be mid-range or long-range weapon. So if you zoom in with it, it becomes a sniper, but regularly it's just heavy. That's one of the good parts about the Rovi. Another good part about the Rovi is that it can turn into a grenade launcher with the Predator instincts, which can make it pretty good. But Bossk also has a jump, which is not like a Jedi jump or something like that, but it jumps high enough to jump over enemies and dodge lightsaber attacks. So the jump is pretty good as well. Let's move on to Bossk's abilities. Bossk's abilities are Dioxis Grenade, Predator Instincts, and Proximity Mine. I always forget the name of them. It's something like that. But let's start off with Dioxis. So Dioxis is just poison which you throw and deals damage. It's a little bit stronger than the Assault's poison. That's what makes it good and weakens heroes into a fight. If you're lucky, you get kills with them, but it's mainly to weaken heroes. And there's a star card which makes the poison even better. Next is Predator Instincts. Predator Instincts just turns Bossk Rovi into a grenade launcher, and then he moves faster. So his grenade launcher can kill an enemy in 2 to 3 hits, and heroes pretty quickly as well. And third is the proximity mines, or whatever you want to call them. So Bossk lays out 3 or 5 proximity mines, and if someone walks into them, they deactivate and blow up. They can deal almost half of a hero's health by themselves, so then they'll be weak enough for you to take them down with their Rovi, Dioxis, or whatever you're going to use. And somehow, Dice was able to make all of Bossk's abilities work without a bug. So he's more flawless than Count Dooku. And he only has one bug, which I know about, which is Duelist not increasing speed after dodging or something. So Bossk is the most flawless hero. Let's move on to the star cards. The first star card I recommend is Lingering Dioxis. This allows your Dioxis grenade to spew out for an extra 6 seconds. The reason why this star card is so good is because now infantry will die if they stay in your Dioxis for the entire time. That's why when I get hit with Dioxis, I usually just try and get out of the way as soon as I can before the Dioxis kills me, even if it might not. Next is multi-traps. So it gives you 2 extra proximity mines and increases the detonation radius. I mean, I take it even if it doesn't increase the detonation radius. I just take the proximity mines, but then the detonation radius makes it even better. So this card is a very great card for Galactic Assault and Heroes vs. Villains to get that extra damage and to trigger a trap for more enemies. And that's why it's pretty good. Next, finally, is Name Your Poison. So Name Your Poison gives you 30 health per second if you're in your Dioxis range. Think about this card in arcade if you have double the health. Imagine you lose 600 health because there's no other health regen cards. Just put in your poison and then you regenerate health like it's a wildfire. You could be playing a duel or something, but who plays arcade? Well, it's still good in case you're escaping, or maybe you're trying to fight off a Jedi or something. But you don't have enough time to regenerate. You can just put in a Dioxis and then it regenerates health. But it doesn't regenerate like constantly, just does 30 health 30 seconds, 1 second, 30 health 2 seconds. And think about it. Imagine you have 1 health. So that means that it can regenerate your health from 1 to 100 in 20 seconds. But it's probably going to be a little bit shorter than that because you have health regeneration which kicks in for a couple seconds. So it'll be even faster. Okay, so in my hero ranking video, I put Bossk in 7th, but he's still a really good hero, and I'm starting to think that maybe he's better than Iden Versio because Iden's shield isn't horrible, but not that good, and her pulse cannon is trash. And all of Bossk's abilities work perfectly, without a single bug. Even the traps, they work perfectly. Somehow, like, you know how when some people attack, like with a stun or something, it doesn't hit because the combo rolling? That's like the case with Bossk. So, overall, Bossk is probably the most flawless hero, and if it was based on skill gap and stuff like that, he'd probably be the best. But you all know it's not based on skill gap, it's based on how good the heroes are, and also skill. But thank you so much for watching this video. Before I sign off, I just wanted to have your opinion on my outro, which I just finished working on. Bye.